The entrepreneurial journey is just full of twists and turns and many decisions that CEOs and founders have to make. And one of those decisions that founders find themselves making, sometimes a little too soon, is hiring that inside talent to manage the finances. Now, most businesses start off by, well, you need some scrappy bookkeeping, you obviously need to file your taxes, but at some point there's a paradigm shift where things start to get complex, and well, that's where some companies trip up. They go out and they hire an accountant, they go out and hire a controller, or worse yet, within that first year, they're out there hiring a CFO. So the finance function and accounting function is not a one-size-fits-all. You know, you do everything from running payroll, paying the bills, reconciling your general ledger, producing reports, having conversation with investors and other financial stakeholders, even bankers. That's a lot. There's a range there, and it's usually not a perfect fit for one person or even two people. And then on top of that, you've got a business that's actually growing. And that's why, well, maybe I'm biased, but I believe in the outsourced finance and accounting model. Here at GrowthLab, we don't just say we grow with you, we actually grow with you based on the capacity and the capability that you need at that point in time, so that the next turn of the crank, we're able to expand capacity maybe at the bookkeeping or accounting capability level. Or when you hit that point where you're feeling like, boy, I'd love to have more strategic conversations, and you're like, maybe I should go out and hire a CFO, that's the time to actually give us a call. Because at that point, that CFO also acts as a finance leader for all of the other components that come along with bookkeeping, accounting, financial planning analysis, even managing the annual tax compliance. Now that CFO is not doing the work, so you're not paying that individual $200,000 a year to be doing overpriced journal entries. You're building the team thoughtfully, both at the capability level and the capacity level. So now let's talk about the differences between hiring in-house and outsourcing. So hiring in-house, it is virtually impossible to find one person to do all the things that are required on a day-to-day, month-to-month, year-to-year basis. So you're not going to go out and hire, say, a full-time bookkeeper and expect that individual to flex up and have strategic conversations with the management team or with bankers, never mind file taxes, right? So on the outsourcing side, we can actually design an offering that meets you where you're at. This is approximately what I need in terms of capability and capacity for the accounting function, and so on and so forth. Now, in terms of cost comparison, if you were to over-design and over-hire for your team, you could easily be looking at north of $300,000 to $400,000 between hiring a bookkeeper, a controller, a CFO, a financial analyst, never mind your annual tax filings. And the reality is, you may need all that capability, but you don't need that capacity today. Here at GrowthLab, like I said, we try to meet you where you're at. Now let's talk about how we would design an offering for you. So hypothetically, let's say you're a $2 to $3 million digital marketing agency. You have a dozen or so employees, you have to run payroll, you have project-based revenue, you maybe even have hourly-based revenue, and you're invoicing your customers on a weekly or monthly basis, you're paying bills, and you're looking to do acquisitions. Well, that's a great scenario where we probably would have an accountant, we probably wouldn't really need a controller, but you probably need somebody doing some financial planning and analysis, and maybe even layering in some of that CFO services so that you can have those conversations and have somebody by your side as you're out there doing due diligence. Something like that we would package could probably range about $60,000 to $80,000 a year versus trying to go all in-house and you're looking at $60,000 to $80,000 for an accountant, plus $150,000 to $200,000 for a CFO. And depending on how busy that CFO is, you may even need a financial analyst. That could easily get you up to $300,000 to $350,000 a year. So here at GrowthLab, one of the things I'm most proud of is that we actually don't run away from conversations around when is it time to hire in-house. Back to that digital marketing agency example. If they went out and acquired a similar business and now they're looking at $6 million in revenue, there's a good chance that there's enough daily and weekly transactions that it may be time to not just go out and hire an accountant, but bring one in and also think about layering on part-time controller from GrowthLab. So that way we now have a controller that would be supporting your own in-house accountant. So again, I come back to, this is a journey, 1. 2, our role is to meet you where you're at, and 3, it's to grow with you, and sometimes that also means helping you hire in-house and manage that organization for you. And of course, as always, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can always reach out. Check us out at our website, growthlabfinancial.com, and check out some more of our videos by subscribing.